I am a ninja today! With the chopsticks, which is actually barbecue sticks. Kind of follows the concept of poker, except for the number 2 is the highest card. Let me flex my shuffling skills. So I will arrange the cards. See, I can even teach you how to hold. Let's summarize that for you. I am a ninja today! I'm doing question today because I didn't manage to do this like while I was in Japan. We had such a short period of time that we were there, but I really wanted to dress up as a ninja. Although, I did manage to dress up as a ninja. But not the sexy kind. I want to explore the sexy version. I want to feel like a sexy ninja. You know, I don't know if you've seen Archer, but that's a American series. There's a scene where he was fighting twin ninja girls. And that's what I'm trying to go for. I'm like, oh, I want to be like that. I want to dress up like that. So that's what I was trying to go for. Although, obviously, I'm not gonna be able to find the same outfit. Well, I just found whatever. The closest outfit that I could find, even though that's blue, this is red, it doesn't matter. I feel like this managed to get the gist of what I wanted, the look that I was going for. With the chopsticks, which is actually barbecue sticks. I'm still on Colombia. I know, a lot of you are asking, when are you going to post the Tokyo stuff? One step at a time. I will post it, but probably at this rate, it will probably be next year. But no, we will get there. Just imagine that it's like one of the TV shows that you watch, you know, sometimes it takes some time for like the filming before the release. Kind of like that. Congratulations to me for getting 4,000 watch hours finally on YouTube. Yay! I get ads now. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh my gosh, you know what I have been doing with my friend? The whole time that I was there, most days we're playing Pusoy. Pusoy is a Filipino card game. Actually, it has a lot of similarities with the Chinese Big Two.
Which music you put? ¿Es un reggaeton? Reggaeton classic. I don't know why. My internet don't work. Yes. Fuck you.
Mimosa the cat just chilling. She's so cute. Because she knows how to play Poseidas and she's such a quick learner. She is a challenge to play with. Every time we get the chance, we will play Poseidas with each other. A mí no me dejes So for you to understand what we are on about when we say have you got the three, if you got a three, the three is this one. It's basically considered the lowest card in the whole deck for this game, Pusoy Dos. And why is it important for us to find out who has the lowest? Because the one who has the lowest will start. They will be the first one to put down a card. So the object of this game is for you to be the first one to get rid of all your cards. So it kind of follows the concept of poker, except for the number 2 is the highest card instead of the ace, which is the highest in poker. So basically after ace is 2. So it's called Pusoy Dos. Dos means 2. So 2 is the highest. So this is the highest for this game. An illustration. So this is the lowest, right? 3 of clubs. So the next, the card higher than that is 3 of spades, 3 of hearts, 3 of diamonds. After 3 of diamonds, 4 of clubs, 4 of spades, 4 of hearts, 4 of diamonds. Basically, if you're just talking about shapes, the clubs is the lowest shape. Spades after that, hearts, the highest shape is the diamonds. So it goes up like that, okay? So I even put 5 there just to give you more example of how the hierarchy goes. So it goes on and on and on until you get to 10, which I will show you. So once you get to 10, after 10 comes Jack, Queen, King, Ace, and 2. So that's how it goes, okay? So after the 10 of diamonds, the next highest to that is the Jack of clubs. So on and so forth and so on and so forth until you reach the 2 of diamonds, which is, as we said, the highest. So 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, and then 2. So the strongest card is 2 of diamonds. But I missed that. And one time, we decided, you know what, let's take a video, like just put the phone on the side, just keep it on record while we're playing. Just like for a bit. just so that we have a memory of what have we been doing, you know, together. So this is what it was. I want to show you my shuffling techniques. Because there are some people that when they see me shuffle, they're like get excited. They're like, wow, how do you do that? And it makes me want to show. I want to flex. Please, please let me flex my shuffling skills. I mean, it's not that good, but I mean, oh shh. I mean, it's not that great, but I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, you know, I just, please, just let me. Just, you know. So, the cards are dealt. The maximum amount of players is 4 players, so you get like a minimum of 13 cards each. I have played it like just 2 players, you know, and we use up all the cards where you have like so many cards. You know exactly what cards that your opponent has. It's not really that exciting anymore. But I guess it will still boil down to how you play the game, the techniques that you use. My favorite is when there's 3 players and then you just hide 1 card. Like you have a lot of options. Like there's a lot of ways where you can play the cards. You have enough cards to have a lot of full houses, you know, a lot of different 5-card options. And then there's 3 of you, so you wouldn't really know what your opponent has. But then there's only 2 of us and we don't really want to play like all the cards. So sometimes what we do is we deal 13 each and then we keep the rest for the next game. That helps, like you don't shuffle as many times. You don't have as many cards. But if you pay enough attention to what cards you have played with in the first game, then you could kind of have an idea what your opponent has, you know, for the second game. That's what we're playing. We are just getting 13 cards each for this particular game. And obviously, you won't know who will have the lowest card, which is the 3 of clubs.
Yes. So, naive.
The lowest card will start. We're not gonna know who will have the lowest card if we cut our deck in half. We always ask each other, have we got the 3? You know, if you don't have the actual 3 or the 3 of clubs, then obviously we'll have to figure out what's the lowest. Sometimes there's a time when there's no 3. None of us have a 3, you know, so we'll just have to figure out who has the lowest to become Pusoy Dos lesson. Come on, let's show the world how to play Pusoy Dos. Let's play Pusoy Dos. It's my favorite game. This is my number 1 favorite card game. And I don't normally pick favorites. There you go. See? I feel strongly about Pusoy Dos. Like, I each for 2 cards, just so that I can give you an example. Okay, so I will arrange the cards. See, I can even teach you how to hold it. Like, for me, this is how I arrange my cards. So I will, to minimize having to hold such a big packet of cards, all of it being all messy, I try to just show like the number and the shape like that. And if I see like a pair, then I put them together and then put them there. Put them together, put them there. And then I have 3 of a kind. I have another pair. Ooh, I have a full house, 3 of a kind plus a pair. Okay, now I will teach you how this is played. Right? Those are my cards. As well. So there's a lot of ways that you could play this. Like, you can also make 5 cards. Like, you see there's a lot of diamonds here. You can basically make a flush out of it. Right? And then, or I can even make a straight out of this. Nope, there's not enough. Why am I doing with my life? It will depend on how the play goes, like how I would play this. It will be up to you how you want to play it. Just because it's a pair, you don't have to necessarily put it down as a pair. It's to your discretion what you want to do. You're given these cards, you can play with it how you want to play it. The object is to get rid of all your cards first before your opponent does. So, let's say for example, well, with these two, you can see that the lowest card is this pair of 3. So it's up to me to not make it complicated. I just want to start with just a pair of 3. So whatever I put down, that's what they should stick with, but with something higher than this. Anything that's higher than this. Although I have the option to actually put down a full house, but we haven't even got there yet, so I'm gonna start with just a pair. Okay, so I'm putting down a pair. They have to put down something that is higher than this, right? But it has to be a pair because that's how I started it. So I will put down a pair of 4, which makes sense, right? And then I get to get rid of some low cards. I think I'm gonna wanna put this pair of 8 with my 9s to make it into a full house. So I'm gonna put down my pair of aces, which is quite high cards, and most likely nobody's gonna have anything higher than that. There is nothing for this, nothing that I can do higher than a pair of aces. So when that happens, I can say pass. Even if you have something that you can put there but you'd want to reserve it for later, you can do that as well. You can say pass. If everybody pass, my pair of aces, nobody else can top it, I get to choose how the next play goes. So basically, you see, I had this full house for some time now, right? So I could actually potentially decide, you know what, I want to get rid of these 5 cards. I'm gonna go for a full house. They have to come up with the 5 cards that will top that. It doesn't have to be a full house. Any 5 cards that will be higher than this. And it follows the same concept as poker, except there's no 2 pairs. You know, you don't put 2 pairs, you know, in a card or something. No, only the 5 cards, which I will show you. Look at the other cards. No, my 5 cards is flashes. It's a flush. That's lower than a full house, so I cannot put that down. And there is nothing else that I could put down, so I will have to pass again. So now I want to get rid of my low cards, right? So I will put down a single 4, right? So now they will have to come up with something lower. But now I'm thinking, this person only has 3 cards. You know, I'm gonna switch and go back to making it into pairs because I might have a better chance winning that way. Okay, so all my low cards can just be as pairs, and then I will decide to put down my 9, okay, because that seems like my lowest single card now. I won't have a chance because I have the 2 diamonds, you know. So no matter what happens in this game, I think I'm gonna win. Like, okay, I'm gonna put down, even though I'm not able to put down my 5, I know that the 2 of diamonds is the highest card on the deck, and we are on singles right now. And as soon as I put this down, whatever they put down, I can put this down. And I know they won't have anything on top of this, so I know that I will be able to get rid of my 5. Let's just finish this game. So after, like for the king, I think I can put this down, the ace, and then, well, we know what happens next. 2 of diamonds, and then 5. There you go, that's done. Singles is pretty self-explanatory. You put one card, you have to put a card that's higher than the card that they put. It goes up and up and up until one of you says pass, and you can switch it to something else. But you don't necessarily have to switch it to something else. You can stay with singles. If everybody pass, if your opponent pass, and then you get to decide what to put down next, you can put down anything you want. But it's advisable that you put down something that's a low card, because that's going to be harder for you to get rid of later on. And then we have the pairs. Okay, not that kind of pair. So, same concept. Obviously, 7 is lower than 8. It follows the same hierarchy, but I think the only thing that you will have a problem with is, what if they have a pair of 7s and you have a pair of 7s? The one with the diamond will win. And then you can play with 3 of a kind. Even without a pair, you don't have to necessarily turn it into a full house. You can play with 3 of a kind. But they have to put anything that's higher than this, but it has to be 3 of a kind as well. Poker rules. So this is an ordinary straight, consecutive numbers, but they have different shapes. This is the lowest form of 5 cards. Now again, where will have an issue here is, like, how low can you go? So this is acceptable, as long as it's ace. You cannot put a king there, so it doesn't work like that. But if you start with an ace, because it kind of makes sense, it's ace is considered 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is acceptable. It's like you're wasting your high cards. But what you're looking at, in comparing 2 straights, is the last number here. So if you use your ace and 2 in the beginning of your straight, it's like you're wasting it, because this could be beaten by a normal regular straight. What we're looking at is the last card. So this will be like, okay, a straight that has a 9 at the end of it will be higher than this, because this has a 5 at the end of it. When you go to that top bit, so this is also acceptable. So this is the highest form of straight that you can get, because, well, actually, if this is a 2 of diamonds. For example, these two, they're exactly the same type of straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But this one will be higher than this. So basically, if I have these cards and this is what my opponent has put down, I cannot put this down. But if this is what the opponent has put and these are my cards, then I can put this down. There you go. Now we come to flush. Flush, in Filipino we call it flashes. May flashes ka? So anyway, so the flush is five cards with the same shape. They can be any numbers as long as there's 5 of them. So the lowest will be the clubs, spades next, and then next hearts, highest is diamonds. So in an event, that your opponent has the same type of flush, they cannot use it. So it's very rare that that happens because of the probability of that happening is very low. But in the event that it does happen, like if they have, you know, 5 cards of diamonds, you have 5 cards of diamonds, no, like whoever put down the 5 cards of diamonds, they cannot put this anymore. They are equal to each other. You cannot beat an equal, so you cannot put it down. Next up, we have the full house, which is 3 of a kind with a pair. And with a full house, the pair does not matter at all. We only look at the 3 of a kind in terms of hierarchy. So most of the time, we would put lower cards to use as a pair with a full house. So for example, this is a full house 6 with a pair of queen. This is a full house king with a pair of 10. We are only looking at the part where there's 3 of a kind. So a full house king is higher than a full house 6, no matter what the pair is. If this pair of queen is higher than the pair of 10, that does not matter. Don't pay attention to that. You just pay attention to what is the 3 of a kind. After the full house is the cuadro, which is 4 of a kind with a single card. So that's higher than a full house. And the highest form of 5 cards that you can get is the straight flush. From the name itself, it's like a combination of a straight and a flush. So basically, it's like a straight in a sense that it's 5 cards with consecutive numbers, but it's also a flush because it's 5 cards with the same shape. And this is what you call royal flush because it's got the whole. This is our version of royal flush for Pusoy does. Okay, because it's got all the highest cards, and this is the highest possible royal straight flush that you can get. Let's summarize that for you. So for 5 cards, the lowest is the straight, next is the flush, next is the full house, on top of that is the cuadro, highest is the straight flush. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I'm a ninja without a name. Don't fall in love. I get some pleasure over like looking at food and drooling over them.
You don't need to give 10 out of 10. 15. Shall I close or you want to have all your memories taken?
Oh, yes, sure. Take it.